The Mach 44 dual exhaust system is the perfect upgrade for your 5.3-liter powered 2014 through 2018 Silverado or Sierra 1500 if you want better sound and everyday livability. This system brings plenty of style, performance, and attitude to your truck in a package that can easily be lived with every day. Accordingly, we're going to give this a soft 3 out of 5 on our loudness meter. It's definitely a big difference versus your stock exhaust, but it's not at all overwhelming. And there's some clever tricks included here to help it strike that near perfect balance. I say it all the time, making the 5.3s in these trucks sound good is not difficult. A good old-fashioned pushrod V8 is always going to sound good when you uncork it. However, if you drive your truck every day, then most exhausts out there on the market will likely end up grating on the nerves too much. The Mach 44 system strives to strike the right balance of sound and livability though. And as you heard from the clips at the start of the video, this system is going to give your truck the V8 rumble you're after, and it really does open things up. And the key to the sound is, of course, the Mach 44 XV muffler. This is a huge 22-inch suitcase style muffler, and it is a free flow design, so it's going to be less restrictive than your standard muffler. This allows it to flow better and give your truck some better response and a little extra power as well. However, as you can hear, there is quite a bit of packing inside here to help keep the resonance down. Inside, you're going to find mandrel bent perforated tubes and aggressive 6mm divots, which allow this to give you the tone you want without an overwhelming amount of volume. All of that combines to make this one of the quietest free flow mufflers on the market. So you're going to get that nice growl inside the cabin under full throttle, but you won't have to yell to your passengers or crank the stereo up just to barely hear the radio. So it's perfect for a daily driver. Now, the other part that makes this system so unique is the integrated J-pipe right here. Otherwise known as a Helmholtz resonator, this little additional piece of piping is sized in such a way that it will cancel out the uneven or dissonant frequencies that cause the head-pounding drone you can often get with an aftermarket exhaust. By allowing exhaust gas pulses to move out of the system, bounce around, and then come back in entirely in phase, the J-pipe cancels out that drone by addressing the root cause, but it doesn't come at the detriment of sound. And you can adjust this too, so if your truck happens to make a little bit more drone at say 3,000 RPM, you can adjust this in and out to get exactly the cancellation that you need. Now when it comes to the look, this one absolutely blows your stocker out of the water. You get a pair of twin staggered slash cut tips that exit after the rear wheels. Now these ones are polished to almost a mirror finish, and they certainly make a statement. It's very much an old school hot rod style vibe going on here, so if you want your truck to stand out, these are certainly going to help. Construction here is all mandrel bent T409 grade stainless steel, so it's going to give you some good protection against the elements. Though it won't be quite as much as a full T304 stainless setup would be, you're also not paying the price of a 304 stainless system either. Now the mandrel bending means no creases or strange bends, making for smooth exhaust flow. You get 3-inch piping going into the muffler, and then it's 2.5-inch piping the rest of the way back to the tips, which actually ends up flowing more air than just a standard 3-inch single system. The tips are made from T304 stainless, and they're polished to a high shine, just like that muffler is too, meaning that the things you see and that you want to really protect are going to be very resistant to rust and corrosion for a long time to come. It's also very solidly constructed. You see there's not a ton of pieces here either, which I like personally, and it's a very solid system that gives you everything you need to get it installed in your truck. Now pricing for this system will come in at about $950. And that does put it toward the lower end of the spectrum for a full catback for these trucks. And for a good quality exhaust with all these features, especially that J-pipe included here, I don't think that's a bad deal at all. So if you want something that's gonna sound good and look cool and last you a good long while without any of the annoyances or a huge price tag, this one is absolutely a no-brainer. Installation will come in at a 2 out of 3 R difficulty meter, and it should take you about 2 hours to complete the job. Now this is a fully bolt-in system. It's going to utilize all your factory exhaust hanger locations. So there's no cutting or modification required to your truck in order to get this fitted. Only thing you will have to do is bolt on the hanger for the driver's side over axle pipe, but that just bolts right onto the frame, so it's about as easy as this gets. Plus you get all the new hardware and clamps included in the box. With that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the install process step by step.
For this install, you will need an impact, 13, 14, and 15 millimeter sockets, a 14 millimeter wrench, a hanger removal tool, and also not shown here is a pole jack or jack and jack stands. All right, today we're going to be doing an exhaust on our Sierra, so let's get started. All right, so we've got the vehicle in the air. The first thing we're going to do is remove our clamp at our flex pipe. So we've got our 13 mil socket. We're going to get that loose. Once you have that loose, you need to spread this back Just to go back over our flare. All right, so now we're going to work our way back from our midsection of our exhaust to the rear, removing all of our hangers from our isolators. We've got one here at our midsection, we've got two at the outlet side of our muffler, and then we've got another one at our tail exit area. So we've got our hanger removal tool. We'll get these off. Now this one can be a little bit difficult. You kind of have to pry it out. Get this one close. We'll pop that out. And we'll get our two at our muffler outlet. All right, so now we're going to remove our tail hanger. Now when you do this, you want to support the back section of your exhaust and let it down gently. The front section of your exhaust is still going to be on that cross member, so you don't have to worry about that falling. You just want to make sure this doesn't drop and fall out and bang into anything. All right, now that our exhaust is free, we have to get it out of the vehicle. So we're gonna have to support it, bring it back enough to get it behind the cross member. Then we'll drop the front end of our exhaust down, and then we'll fish it out and down out of our vehicle. All right, so now we can begin installing our new setup. We're going to start with our mid-pipe assembly. So we're going to install our new provided ball flare clamp. Just get that in position over here. Now I've also got a pole jack that's going to help me support our mid-pipe because it does have a drone tube on it. It's a little bit heavy. We're going to get it lined up with our ball flare and our factory isolator for the hanger. Now that we have that in, we'll snug down our ball flare clamp. We'll also use our pole jack to level this out. Now we'll grab our 13mm socket and snug this clamp down. You want to make sure to keep it lined up. All right, so now we're going to get our provided torque clamps onto our mid-pipe outlet. So what we're going to do is wrap this around. We will have to kind of persuade this into position. Once we got that wrapped around the pipe, we're going to grab our provided spacer. We'll get our flange nuts in place. You want to make sure this moves loosely on here like so. All right, so now we're going to get our muffler into our torque clamp. This is going to be a flush fit. We'll slide our inlet side over into that, and then we're going to move our pole jack underneath our muffler to hold it in place. All right, so now we've got our muffler into our clamp. Move our pole jack. We'll level this out. So now we're going to snug our clamp down using our 14mm socket so that it can help hold this in place. All right, so now we're going to get our passenger side over axle and tail section on. What we're going to do is line it up with the tail hanger isolator as well as the muffler outlet isolator. This one pipe uses both of those. We'll get it in, and that'll make it easier to line it up and install our torque clamp for this side's outlet. And once again, we'll grab our 14 mil socket and we're going to snug this clamp down. All right, so now for our driver's side outlet, we're going to need to add in a hanger. Obviously, this is a factory single side exhaust. We're going to need one for here. So what we're going to do is come to our rear portion of our frame next to our leaf spring. You're going to find this large opening right here. What we're going to do is grab our provided bolt with large flat washer and get that through. So we're going to line our isolator up with that bolt, and our bracket, you want the first hole to go onto that bolt, and you want the hanger isolator to be facing the rear of the vehicle. We're going to hold our bolt in place, get our bracket, get our washers on. And we'll get our provided flange nut in place. You will line this straight up centered on your frame. And we'll come back and tighten that down. Then we're going to tighten this down with our 13 mil socket on our impact. Make sure that's nice and secure. All right, so now we're going to get our driver's side crossover pipe in place. The first thing we're going to do is line our rear hanger up with this isolator because it is a straight shot. We'll get that in, and then we'll get our other hanger into the other factory muffler outlet hanger. All right, so we did get our hanger into our isolator. Now that is a bit of a struggle. It is kind of a weird position, but you just kind of want to float it up onto the lower hanger on the new pipe and then get it onto the factory hanger on the other side. So now that we have that in, we're going to install our clamp to this side as well. Again, we'll get our clamp over. Sometimes it's best to form it first and then bring it around. Get our spacer and our flange nuts in place, just like before. And we'll grab our 14 mil socket and snug these down. Snug this down a little bit more. All right, so now we're going to get our tips on. We've got our provided clamp for our slip joint. Get that over our slip joint on our tip. Get this into place. We're going to go about flush with the edge of our bed, and we'll tighten this clamp down with our 15 mil socket. Once you have your first tip in place, you can do the same thing on the other side, then we'll come back and do a final tighten down. All right, so now we'll come back and tighten down all of our clamps, again with our 14 mil socket. Now for these Torque clamps, when you're doing your final tighten down, you do want to grab a 14 millimeter wrench as well for the bolt heads. They will start to turn once you really get tightening down on that. So we'll do this now. We'll do the same thing over here. Now we'll do our muffler inlet clamp. Now we'll fully tighten down our ball flare clamp with our 13 mil socket. Alrighty, that about wraps up our review and install of our Mach 44 dual exhaust system with polished tips and side exits for your 14 to 18 5.3 liter Silverado and Sierra 1500. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Sierra, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.